At Tropical Birdland, Leicester, I decided to be a problem. I started this fight and I have absolutely no regrets, and I'm going to tell you why. These golden conures are diabolical. I'm not joking. They would push you off a bridge just to see if you bounced. And if you didn't bounce, then they'd probably wrap you in rubber and push you off again. And if you still didn't bounce, then they would probably just cut your limbs off one by one, make you eat them and dance all over your lifeless, limbless body. They really are diabolical. And that is why I love them so much. They spend every single day of their lives bullying people, unsuspecting people that walk past them. If you go to Birdland and you hear someone screaming for help and you see a pair of arms waving around in the air, then a golden conure is probably saying hello to one of the visitors. One day I decided that I was going to fight them back. And you may think that's really weird. Why would you go around and fight a bird even if it started a fight with loads of other people first? And I'm going to tell you why.
One more, go on, I dare you. I dare you. It's a dare. It's a dare. Do it. Oh, right.
Here it goes. Taken by surprise. Plant a massive kiss on them. They look at you and they are literally like, what the pluck? It's like they've been disarmed. They want you to mess around with them. And if you successfully withstand the violent trials of their friendship test, your best friend is a small, extremely orange, fierce defender of everything you stand for, and they'll fight anyone who comes near you. Wrestling the conures for the good stuff is kind of like milking a cow. If the cow was Joffrey Baratheon and the milk was spoiled brat juice. And if my life flashed before my eyes and I saw this scene of getting beat up by these guys, I would do it all again in a heartbeat. They'll write my eulogy with a broken blood feather whilst they scrape chunks of my flesh from the pebbles. This bird's face is literally the biggest bird face I have ever seen in my whole entire life. His face is bigger than my face. And if you ever walk past one of these, the first thing that you'll say is, Jesus Christ, you have a massive face. But they are the clumsy, gentle giants of the jungle. They love being preened, so I helped them with as many pin feathers as I could. There's something really magical about looking into a hyacinth's eyes. If you've ever had a cuddle with a really big, hairy dog and it kind of nuzzles into your chest and you're like, man, I really needed this cuddle, that's kind of what happened here. He started tickling himself while we were cuddling and he rested his head in my chest and he had a little nap. I believe the Latin name for this bird is arsehole.
This looks like a trap. It's a trap. Is it a trap? It was a trap. Ow! 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 It was a trap. Why did I fall for the trap? Ow! Ow! Bugger off. Cheeky. Was that funny? Oh, boop. Boop. Hello, sweetheart.
There are two black cockatoos at Birdland, Marley and Hugo, and they are both the cuddliest cockatoos you could ever hope to meet. They just turn into these big mushy babies and put their claws up and wait for someone to come and pick them up, and then they never want to get off you. And this is extremely dangerous because it makes leaving Birdland really, really difficult. Every single bird at Birdland is different. You have to leave your ego at the door. You will walk up to some birds and you will be in awe of them and you will ask to pick them up and they will go to bite you. And you will try again and they will go to bite you again. And then some random guy will push in front of you, put his arm out, and the bird will climb up, nuzzle into his chest, and they will cuddle for hours. And that's when you realise that the bird doesn't hate humans. He just hates you. A lot of the birds at Birdland are surrendered pets, or the offspring of surrendered pets. They are used to human contact, and Birdland gives them a chance to still have plenty of this whilst living amongst the trees with their friends. They could be species apart, and yet their bonds are still unbreakable. I do not believe Birdland is perfect. I do not believe that anyone is perfect when it comes to birds, but I believe that they do a lot of good. And as a human that loves meeting animals, it's nice to meet these animals and not intrude on what is natural for them, since they are already used to the human contact, and sometimes taking that away is far more painful for them. During my very few visits to Birdland, I have seen some disrespectful behaviours towards the birds. Please respect their personal space. If they don't want you to pick them up, please walk away. They shouldn't need to tell you that 5 times. And if you were in a club, you would get arrested. Your jewellery is not worth more than the safety and well-being of these parrots. The hyacinth macaws at Birdland are part-time body piercers. If they see your Apple Watch, they are very likely going to pierce a hole through it. And last year, when this happened in front of my family, there was a very loud thud, because to protect his watch, a man had thrown or shaken off a hyacinth macaw from his hand. There are lots of signs around Birdland that tell you how to be safe and how to keep your belongings safe. Read these signs and bear them in mind as you go around. And if you need help or you want to know anything, or there's something that anybody can help with, the staff here are amazing. No one is beyond receiving help. I have had 3 hyacinth macaws on me and a beak going up my arse crack. And if you ever feel a hyacinth macaw's beak going dangerously close to places where no beak should go, then the sight of a member of staff walking towards you to help you will be the biggest relief ever. As you walk around and talk to these birds, they will say things to you, and each one is so different, and you realise that all these birds had different families and they grew up in different ways, and some will swear and shout at you to shut up, and some will tell you hello and that they love you. And it's really interesting because it's a little window, a little glimpse into the life that they had before Birdland. And don't steal a bird. Don't do it. Why would you do that? They will find you. They did find you, and the police came to your house and they got Whispers back. Tropical Birdland is a non-profit making, privately owned organisation, and it was started in 1982. For the past 30 years, Tropical Birdland has become home to nearly 400 unwanted or neglected parrots. Many of them are abandoned and desperately need a more natural environment where they can rehabilitate and enjoy the remainder of their lives. One of Tropical Birdland's aims is also to try and establish a successful breeding program for endangered species such as the blue-throated macaw, whose numbers have decreased significantly in the wild due to destruction of their natural habitats. If successful, these breeding programs will allow endangered species to be released back into the wild in an attempt to sustain their numbers for generations. And that was my trip to Birdland. I hope you enjoyed coming with me.
Okay. Bye. I'm going now. I'm not going to hurt you. Here you are. See? No. Ah. Ah. Go now. Bye. Bye. I'm going now. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'm going. Yeah. I think you're rude, actually. I think you're really rude. I don't know why. Oh no, that's trouble if ever I saw it. Peekaboo! Stop! It's hammer time. You are very round. You are a circle. You look like the penguin from Batman. Oh, it's trouble. Here comes trouble. Oh no, I got one. Who are you? Oh. Ow. 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 Yeah, no chance. I wasn't born yesterday. Mwah. Are you done? Are you done? Are you done? You don't know what to say. Oh, I'm tired.